Hello and welcome back to Buckle Up. I'm Harry King.
I'm Rob Wilson.
And this is the Mazda MX-5 RF.
Are you wollarding?
I'm wollarding. It felt appropriate.
Right, let's start at the front as we usually do, and if you are familiar with the MX-5, which I'm sure that you are, this is the ND, the fourth generation, and it's more angry than previous generations.
Very cross. Look at these creases down here. Look at the angry little teeth in the mouth, sticky out little splitters down here, which all over gives the impression, I think, of a cross feline.
A cat.
An angry cat.
Good. No, it's definitely way more aggressive than it used to be, which I think is a good thing. Controversial opinion, this is my second favourite looking MX-5 after the first gen because you can't beat pop-up headlights.
I like this one the best.
Yes.
But let's see, Rob, if it still looks as good down the side.
Okay.
Let's start by talking about wheels, tyres and brakes, Rob.
Yes, so as you can see, we've got some absolutely delightful BBS wheels, 17 inches, behind which we can see some red brake calipers because it has Brembo brakes. Lovely stuff.
Only the good stuff here.
Only the good stuff.
Only the good stuff.
We work our way down the car and it's very much just NDMX5 until we get to about this point. Because this is the RF model, it's got a metal folding roof.
And then buttresses, Rob.
Yes.
This isn't solid bodywork. Look, I can put my hand in here.
Yes, and what that means is that sometimes when you put a metal hardtop on a convertible that was just a cloth roof, it can look a bit weird.
Well, if this didn't have the buttresses, it would look a bit Pontiac Fiero. I think it's fair to say.
But this, it just accentuates the coupe-ness.
Well, in fact, thinking about it, they added these to the Fiero for exactly this reason.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Go and look at a first-year Fiero and then a third-year one, and you'll see why they've done this.
Yes, it makes sense.
Or please keep watching this video, actually.
So let's go and have a look at the back and see what's going on there. Now, boot.
Yes.
You've got the key.
It opens and there's space for things.
Look how many things we've got in here. We've got a bag and a big coat. It actually is better than that suggests. It's very usable. You could easily get 2 weekend bags.
You have soft bags in there, no bother at all. It's not a perfectly square shape.
No.
It's where lots of people fall down on the MX-5. So you won't fit like a hard, rolly cabin bag in here particularly easy. You might get one in.
Yeah.
But if you have like 2 hold doors or something, no bother for a weekend away, which is the kind of thing you might want to do in your lovely, lovely, sweet, sweet MX-5.
Yes.
Or, I mean, you could fit a weekly shop in here.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Probably not an IKEA set of drawers.
No.
That's where we'll draw the line.
No.
But it's not as compromised as you might be worried about.
Yes. I think a lot of people would be surprised if they saw the boot of this for the first time, which is a good thing. So let's
close that back up.
Pop that shut.
Just point out some lovely badging. MX-5 obviously Mazda badge. Skyactiv G,
which is the engine.
This is just what Mazda call their engines.
Yeah.
G means petrol, thankfully. There's no diesel option. And this is a 2 litre, but I can't actually see any badges. It's got 2 tailpipes, and they're real.
So, shall we have a look inside?
Yes.
And see, I'm a little bit worried if I'll fit.
I'm sure it will be absolutely fine. So here we are in the cabin of the MX-5. It's obviously not massive. It's not the most spacious car in the world. That's not really the point.
No.
The point is for it to be very driver focused. I thought the first thing we could do, Rob,
yes,
is demonstrate the roof mechanism.
Right. Does it all by itself?
Does it all by itself?
I can stand up a little bit more now.
Yes, you can. I thought that would be handy for you.
Thank you. Got to get those squats in. And then it neatly fastens down. Beep.
Complete. And look, now I've got loads of headroom. but you can see how immediately I would be up against the roof.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Things in this cabin you might not be expecting. Heated seats.
Yep.
I have cup holders here. They
Yep.
can detach and go in different places.
Yeah, they can go down there.
So you can stick one there if you don't have a passenger or you don't like your passenger. You've got climate control. You've got 4 air vents, Rob, but one of them is different.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, well, no, the different one is less fancy.
Well, yes.
Yeah, basically the driver's got 2 fancy ones and the passenger gets 1 fancy one. And then there's also this one here.
Isn't it supposed to emulate the rear tail lights? But also, your climate controls are physical.
Yes,
It's
big dials.
Everything in this car has a proper button,
Yes.
which is a big plus.
Yeah, and you still get cruise control.
Yep.
You get your audio controls here on the steering wheel.
Yep.
You get the ability to turn traction control off. That's appreciated.
On a button. You don't have to go into a menu and a sub-menu and then hold down something for 5 seconds and all of that nonsense.
And you start stops on a button.
Yeah.
And look at this sweet
Sorry,
beauty.
I've never seen these things in a car before. What is this?
So
What is this lever sticking up out of the dash?
This is a hand brake.
What?
You brake with your hand.
I thought they just happened automatically now.
Yes, and you also have a manual gearbox, which we
Yes.
obviously will speak more about while driving.
Yeah.
Frameless rear mirror.
It's lovely, isn't
It
it?
is
It's
lovely.
a nice classic touch.
Yes. And you do have a tiny little map light.
Yes.
Tiny little
tiny.
sun visors.
Yes.
Which actually, if I put down, I can't see in front of me anymore.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really be able to use them. But that's fine. There are people in the world who are shorter than me. You don't get a glove box. You do get this centre storage area, which is quite wee, but you could keep coins and stuff in there. And then you have this larger area between the seats, which is more like a glove box, and actually surprisingly spacious. There's little storage footlockers behind the seats.
Yeah. And those seats are Recaros with Bose speakers in the headrests.
Yes, that's a Bose same system.
Also worth mentioning that for the 2024 model year, the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is now wireless.
Wow!
So you don't have to run a wire if you
Lovely,
don't want
but
to.
2 USB-Cs.
Just in case you want them.
Just in case you want them, and enough space here for a phone, probably.
Yeah.
You've got your audio-visual controls down here, where your hand would be, which is handy, and you do have a rotary volume knob, which we like a lot.
Sweet.
And you've got this to control the screen. It's not a touch screen.
No.
You can only use this, so it's BMW iDrive sort of thing.
Yeah.
But Rob, we've been talking about the interior for a while, for years now it feels like, and actually what I want to go and do is drive it.
Right.
So let's go and do that.
I'll passenger.
Yes.
And then we'll swap.
I'll put the roof up.
Excellent.
Okay, so we're now driving the MX-5 RF. And what are your first impressions, Rob? My first impressions are, as tight as this was when we were sitting in it before, it's even tighter now.
Yeah, I don't fit in this model.
I mean, I can't sit up straight.
But I didn't fit in my Lotus Elise, and that didn't stop me buying one.
No, that's quite true. So this is the 2-litre engine.
2-litre engine, so 184 PS.
Woo!
At 6,000.
Oh god, they've given you a press sheet.
Yes, they have. So 184 PS. Sorry, at 7,000 RPM.
Yes.
Because this has many revs at its disposal. So it's a 4-cylinder.
Yes.
As we know, it's the Skyactiv G Mazda engine that everyone will be very familiar with now. Did you hit your head?
Yeah.
So it's got 205 newton meters of torque as well.
Yeah, I'm in 6th, and we just went up that hill at 40.
Yeah. It's very decent. So 0-62, 6.8 seconds.
Oh.
So it's right in the sweet spot.
It is. That's a really nice speed for an enthusiast car.
Yeah, because any faster than that, and it's like, oh, 1 second of throttle, I'm breaking the speed limit.
Yes.
With this, you get a chance to enjoy it, you get a chance to go through. I haven't driven it yet, but I imagine one of the nicest manual gearboxes in the business.
It is lovely.
I will be very much looking forward to seeing if it's better than the one in the Honda Civic Type R, because that's currently my favourite manual gearbox. Curb weight. Because this is a very small, very light car.
Yes.
In fact, it's the same size as the original.
Yes, it got smaller.
Yeah.
It's one of the only cars to have gotten smaller.
And it weighs 1,171 kilograms, which Mazda have managed to achieve by employing the gram strategy,
Yes.
which is every little tiny bit of this car has been looked at to see, can we shave off a gram there, can we shave off a gram there,
Yeah.
and it all adds up to that 1,171 kilograms. But when we mention that it's light, it's not skimping on stuff.
Well, it's got a folding metal roof, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly, because the cloth one's even lighter than this.
Yeah.
So it is raining today,
Yes.
hence why we've got the roof up.
Yes.
I know that there'll be people in the comments saying, "Oh, you should have the roof down because it's a convertible sports car." Well, we literally can't for two reasons.
Yes.
Number one, all of the equipment would get soaked and
yes.
stop working.
Including us.
Including us.
We are equipment.
And
Sound. Can't hear anything.
But this doesn't feel like a convertible sound-wise, does it? It's very...
No, it feels like a coupe.
Yes.
I mean, it's full vibes of coupe because of the hard roof.
Mm.
So it's a very tight pedal box. Well, not very tight.
Well,
It's not Italian supercar tight.
No.
But it is conventional roadster. So the clutch and the brake are kind of evenly spaced over the centre line of the driving position.
Good for heel and toe.
And then there's a floor hinge throttle,
Right.
but top mounted brake and clutch.
Okay.
Again, good for heel and toe.
Yeah.
And a dead pedal, and I can actually fit my full foot on the dead pedal.
Oh, that's quite good, because I do have clown feet, so I'll be interested to see what it's like when I have a go.
There's a lovely weight to the steering.
Yeah.
And just, nice skinny wheel actually as well. You'll like this.
Yeah, I know. I do like a skinny wheel. I just don't get the obsession with having a massive fat steering wheel.
Yeah.
Also, it needs to be a skinny steering wheel,
Yeah.
otherwise it'd be hitting you or the car.
I don't know, there's loads of room. Look at all the places my right arm can go.
Yeah, I have a small armrest, but not really.
Don't need an armrest in this. You're too busy getting on it, Rob.
Yes.
Speaking of.
Do you hear that induction noise?
Yeah.
It almost sounds like a supercharger.
Yes.
It's like a little whine. On the combined cycle,
Oh yeah.
it does 41.5 miles to the gallon.
I think that would be very achievable.
I think it would be as well. I mean, it's so light, and those Mazda petrol engines are very frugal anyway.
And it's very, very aerodynamic.
Well, yes, quite. So it's got a lot of things going for it. So it's not, while it's a sports car, it's not an expensive sports car to own.
No.
Because the tax is not that much either.
But is it an expensive sports car to buy?
Well, this one is, because this is the RF and it's the 2 litre. So this one, in this spec that we're driving today, is £37,000.
Oh,
Well, 37.8.
Small
on the
change.
road, which isn't...
also, it means it avoids the luxury car tax still.
Yes, it does. Yeah, you're not going to be paying 800 quid
No.
tax. But yeah, it's not as cheap as it used to be. Obviously, the cloth one is several £1,000s cheaper than this.
Yes.
So, you know, it's still possible to get one of these for under £30,000. I think they start at 28 something for the 1.5.
Yes.
Cloth roof and no options. So, if you just want the absolute basic car, which is perfectly good, by the way, what's it like round town?
It's very good, actually. I mean, the clutch is very, very intuitive, so it's very easy to drive around slowly. And obviously, it doesn't have stupid power, so
No.
again, quite easy to drive around
Yes.
at lower speeds. It's not a big, scary clutch. It's not heavy.
No.
Nothing's heavy. Things are nicely weighted. I didn't put it in gear. Everything's nicely weighted,
Yeah.
but nothing is unpleasant or heavy or unfriendly,
No.
which is kind of a sweet spot. And the ride's not too hard because it's light.
No. It's not too stiffly sprung. It's not chasing Nürburgring lap times.
No.
It's almost... Well, it pretty much is perfectly set up for a
Yeah.
British B road.
And if you're a big boy, you can still fit in it. If you're tall.
It's the height rather than the width that's the problem here.
Yes.
Also not helped by the fact that these seats don't really go.
We're all the way back.
Yeah.
But I think, Rob, let's pull over, swap drivers.
Yes.
See what you make of this.
I have a feeling I might like it.
Well, amazingly, Rob, I think I have less space on this side.
Yes. Yes.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really complain about that, can we? God, that gearbox is good.
It's very good.
I still don't fit.
No.
So I would just have to either get the soft top or stop whinging and just driving with the roof off everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I probably would.
Yeah, I thought I would be able to slouch here, but my knees are against the dashboard.
I know.
Maybe if I cross my legs. That doesn't. That
like a genie pose.
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. I do like this. It's a proper round steering wheel. Imagine such a thing on a sporty car.
Wow.
Someone who actually knows what someone needs if they're driving quickly. You don't want to get halfway around a corner, especially if you've entered it sideways, and not be able to find the steering wheel.
Yes.
Because it's got a flat bottom on it.
Oh. I mean, I know it's only a 4-cylinder, but
no, it does make it actually quite a good noise as well.
Yeah.
And it's real engine noise. It's not an exhaust, or it's not been piped through the speakers. It's proper old school engine noise.
So how do you feel about the gearbox?
It's great.
It's really good, isn't it?
I don't know if it's better than the Type R, but it's as good as, and that's as strong a praise as you can give, really. And the steering feel is just brilliant. I'm just getting feedback from it.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that in a new car.
No.
I like that the peak torque is at 4,000 RPM.
Yes. It makes it very usable.
Yeah, but also you have to rev it a bit.
Yes.
To get the best out of it. It's encouraging you to drive it in a spirited manner.
It's a lovely, lovely colour.
It is great.
And it's in here on the doors.
I know. Which some people would say, that's a bit cheap. But
Jasper.
I would say that looks excellent.
It does look excellent. It really lifts the cabin.
Yes.
Which, of course, can go from feeling quite oppressive and dark to very open and airy with
in
just one simple manoeuvre.
Yes. It's nice that you can go through 4 gears before you're breaking the speed limit.
Yes.
It's quite good, that.
Definitely.
It is not slow.
No.
People who are watching and say, it's only got 180 horsepower. It's not slow. Remember, it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
My Astra Diesel's faster than that. No, I don't care. You're not having as much fun as I am.
No, you're not. No, and there's lots of normal traffic now that is capable of these acceleration speeds.
Yeah,
but
there's plenty of electric cars as well.
Oh well, yeah.
And I honestly, it's so refreshing to get into something like this, because a lot of the stuff that we test nowadays is electric or electrified in some way.
Yeah.
This has got none of that interference, and you can do this up to the speed limit.
So, Rob, any closing remarks?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that says it all. So let's go and do a quick conclusion.
Yeah.
Right then, Rob. The quintessential two-seater sports car. Sorry, old British sports fans, but this is just, it's overtaken everything.
Yep.
I mean, and we can see why.
No, it's terrible. I hate it.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm being contrarian.
Right. I think it's excellent.
No, it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
I think if there's space for a two-seat car in your life,
yep,
but maybe not the budget for something crazy,
Yep.
This will hold its value.
This is also more fun than something that is 2, 3, or 4 times
Yeah.
its price tag,
Yes.
and is way more usable
Way more, but
in this country.
hold its value,
Yeah.
cheap to run, not too bad to buy.
No,
We've gone over that.
it looks good.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Buy it in Soul Red.
Yes,
Soul Red is the colour.
It's the right colour for it.
And you, I promise, you will be smiling while you're driving this. It's excellent. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. If you go down into the description, you'll find all of our social medias. Please go and follow us in all of those places. You can also find 2 ways that you can support the channel. So we have merchandise that I am repping here. We also have, Rob, YouTube channel memberships. What?
Exclusive content?
Exclusive content.
Wow.
So please go and do one or all of those things, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.